There was no tougher critic on Matt Niskanen's Game 5 performance on Saturday than Niskanen himself. Niskanen and his defensive partner, Dmitry Orlov, were on the ice for all three of the Tampa Bay Lightning's 3 goals in the Capitals' 3-2 loss. That was striking given the Orlov-Niskanen duo is typically Washington's best defensive pair. That was not the case on Saturday, and Niskanen took full responsibility afterward. "The first 3 goals were all my fault. I got to be better next game," Matt Niskanen after the Niskanen also notched a primary assist. "I had a tough first 20-30, so I've got to be better next game. Pretty much no one played the first goal right. The goal came just 19 seconds into the game. Orlov turned the puck over in the neutral zone and Yevgeny Kuznetsov looked like he could have gotten the puck, but instead played the body of Cedric Piquet. Niskanen stepped up at the blue line, but the Lightning got the puck past him, creating a short rush that beat Braden Holtby, who was way too far back in the crease. Yes, Niskanen got caught a bit high, but he was just as at fault as Orlov, Kuznetsov and Holtby. The second goal happened because Steven Stamkos tripped Orlov to create a turnover and it wasn't called. Niskanen got in between Ondrej Palat and the puck, but Palat beat both him and Holtby on the shot. Not sure I would put this one on Niskanen. The third goal, well, that one was a bad play by Niskanen. When you go one-on-one with a player, a defenseman cannot allow that player to turn the corner. That's especially true when that player is defenseman Anton Stralman, who is not exactly gifted with blazing speed. This was just a complete misplay. Regardless of how many goals were strictly on Niskanen, that's not the point. This was a message not so much to the media but to the team. That message was this one's on me, I will be better next game. Leaders always take responsibility. Niskanen is taking the blame here and saying he will be better in the hopes the team around him will be better as well. They will need to beat to win Game 6. A lot of people counted us out when we were down 0-2 in the first round, Niskanen said. Things got hard in the last series where we could have melted and we just kept playing. So that's what we've got to do again, bring our best effort for Game 6 at home, win a game, and then we'll go from there. But we're focused on bringing our best game of the season for Game 6 and we'll be ready to go. More Capitals stories. When the Capitals take to the ice at home on Monday, they will be playing for their playoff lives. They lost their 3rd straight game on Saturday as the Tampa Bay Lightning took Game 5 to take a 3-2 series lead and push the Caps to the brink. Here is why the Caps fell on the road for the first time in this series. A rough start. 19 seconds was all the time Tampa Bay would need to score in Game 5. Dmitry Orlov turned the puck over in the neutral zone and Yevgeny Kuznetsov chased after it, but instead of getting the puck he inexplicably played the body of Cedric Piquet. Piquet was able to chip it into the offensive zone to Ryan Callahan. Callahan tried to pass to the slot, but it hit off of Orlov right to Piquet, who buried it past Braden Holtby, who was very deep in the crease. Orlov doesn't cough the puck up in the neutral zone. If Kuznetsov plays the puck instead of the body or if Holtby challenges that shot, that goal doesn't happen. An ugly play all around for Washington. No call on Steven Stamkos later in the first period. Orlov went to corral a puck in the neutral zone, but was pressured by Stamkos, fell to the ice and turned the puck over to Nikita Kucherov. It was very clearly a trip on Stamkos, but there was no call. Pallet would score on the play to give Tampa Bay a 2-0 lead. You can read more about the play here. A rough night for Dmitry Orlov and Matt Niskanen. Orlov-Niskanen is normally the Caps' best defensive pair, but they had a very long night. They were on the ice for each of the Lightning's 3 goals of the game. Orlov's turnover led to the first goal. Stamkos's trip of Orlov led to the second. On the third, Tampa Bay defenseman Anton Stralman was somehow able to drive and turn the corner on Niskanen, leading to a scoring opportunity that eventually deflected off the glove of Ryan Callahan and into the net. Stralman is not the speediest of players. The fact he was able to go one-on-one with Niskanen and get in behind him was surprising to see. More Capitals stories. Tampa. The Caps season is on life support following a 3-2 loss to the Lightning in Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Final on Saturday night. Doomed by a slow start, Alex Ovechkin and co. fell into a 3-goal hole less than 21 minutes in and spent the rest of the night fighting back. Ovechkin scored a goalie-out goal with 1:36 remaining to pull the Caps within striking distance, but they couldn't squeeze the equalizer past Andrei Vasilevskiy, who made sure the Bolts became the first team in this series to win on home ice. The Lightning now leads 3-2 and can punch their ticket to the Stanley Cup Final with a win Monday night in Washington. Tariq's 3 stars of the game. 1. Andrei Vasilevskiy. Lightning. This honor is more for his body of work in this series. After a couple of average performances to start the ECF, Vasilevskiy has been the Bolts' best player. And it hasn't really been that close. Vasilevskiy, 28 saves, was at his best in the closing minutes after Alex Ovechkin scored a goalie-out goal late to pull the Caps within a goal. Ryan Callahan. Lightning. The fourth-line winger had not recorded a point in 9 games coming into Saturday. Then he produced his best playoff performance in the Bolts' biggest game of the season, notching a goal and a primary assist. He was the only Bolt to record more than a single point. 3. Evgeny Kuznetsov. Capitals. Kuznetsov redirected a Matt Niskanen point shot early in the second period to trim the Caps' deficit to 3-1. The goal marked Kuzi's 22nd point of these playoffs, 11 goals, 11 assists, a new franchise record. Ovechkin is second with 21 points in 2009 and third with 20 this postseason. Agree? Disagree? Let us know what you think in the comments. More Capitals stories.